guys, welcome to the New Movie Thing Show. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Joe Beretta.
On this show, we watch movies that are in the theater, and if you can't get out to the theater this weekend, you can always go to netflix.com/SourceFed and get 30 free days of streaming movies, and you can join us on Movie Club, which is our other show.
It's called A Plug.
So what movie did we watch, Joe?
We watched World War Z, directed by Mark Forster, based off the books by Max Brooks, and I say based because really they just took the title and slapped it on the movie and kind of put it in the same world that the book created. Because
how much do you think they paid the author for just the title, pretty much?
Oh, somebody bought those rights a long time ago before. Probably didn't give him much money for it.
Oh, that's sad. He's got book money though, so he's all right. And quickie review time. I say go see World War Z because it's fast-paced action zombie awesomeness with Brad Pitt classing up the joint. Joe.
Quickie review, I liked it. It was intense.
So this movie stars Brad Pitt
and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, that's right.
It's basically Brad Pitt versus the zombie horde outbreak.
You know what? I saw Matthew Fox in the movie from
for
Lost.
Like 2 seconds.
Yeah, maybe he had more to do.
Yeah, I think his line was literally like, I'm Matthew Fox.
Remember me from Lost.
So if you're going into this movie thinking, I want to see a bunch of horror and gore, you're not going to get that because it's PG-13. I would say it skews more action intense side of the genres as opposed to horror. But that being said, it is intense. Things are like, you are flexing your muscles from about 5 minutes in till the end. But Steve did get scared a couple times.
I did, and that's what I was gonna say. It shouldn't be ignored that the movie is actually kind of scary. There are jump scares, the zombies are creepy too, some of the makeup effects are really cool. And the CGI, it needs to be said, is not overdone, believe it or not, which was really refreshing. They did a really nice blend of live action, actors wearing makeup, prosthetics, and really cool CGI
I feel
with
like
great physics.
The marketing department threw an accidental curveball. The trailer was pretty much all from 1 or 2 scenes with these hordes climbing on one another, and it looked really cheesy. But that wasn't the focus in the movie. I would say like those horde scenes, yes, it was cheesy CGI, but it was very rare. Most of the time when you had these massive hordes, all these zombies running at people, it was really quick. You didn't have time to go, that's really hokey and taking me out of the movie. And then anytime you were up close to one of the zombies, it was close up, it was practical effects, and it looked really good.
Yeah. So now it's time for likes
and gripes.
So I would say my likes of the movie would be the intense zombie moments. I know, can we have an intense counter on the screen?
How many times have we said intense in this thing?
But that's the thing, there's no other way to describe it. Very intense, very edge of your seat, and Brad fucking Pitt is just awesome. Dude oozes awesome. You take your Tom Cruises and your Brad Pitts and like you throw them into a movie, and even if the movie is mediocre, you're still kind of like, this guy's an amazing actor.
Yep.
And
even if he wasn't acting, he's a star. He's just a personality, and he's just really good in it.
But with that said, you know what I miss? I miss the Brad Pitts of like Snatch, where he would like show up.
Snatch,
and
12
just be
Monkeys,
like, oh, he's so
all
good.
crazy. He was getting Oscar nominations and shit.
And my gripes would be, first of all, the fact that we have the family thing going on, which is kind of like what's keeping Brad Pitt going throughout the whole movie. But then you get to a point where it just kind of is forgotten, and you're not worried about the family anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that there's not a lot of payoffs for moments. Like when somebody screws over your family, you expect a moment in the movie where that guy kind of gets his comeuppance. That kind of stuff doesn't happen.
Like some people make some really big mistakes.
And I think that's a result of all the reshoots and the obvious script changes that were probably made halfway through shooting. Okay, real quick, my likes and gripes. My likes, it's a summer movie. You go there to have fun. You're not expecting a lot of depth, and that's what I'm going to say from this movie. It was a different take on the zombie genre, or even the fast-moving zombies from like 28 Days Later and Dawn of the Dead and stuff like that, but it was fun, and there wasn't a focus on the horde aspect of it. It was more of a one-man's journey during this whole thing. Like the book, it was a little vignette of that world, and I liked that. Gripes, here I go. For being a PG-13 rated zombie movie, I feel like they did okay with that, but that being said, not seeing any gore kind of takes you out of it. There's literally a part where a zombie gets cracked with a crowbar gets stuck in the zombie's head, another zombie coming, super intense, he can't get it out of the head, the whole thing is filmed, you never see below Brad Pitt's knee. So it's a little like, come on, obviously it's stuck in his head, show me that.
But with the sound effects and kind of your imagination, and the fact that we've seen 100 million different ways you can hit a zombie in the head with a sharp or blunt object, I think it was okay.
It's like playing Mortal Kombat without the blood on. My other slight gripe is that I feel like it suffers from Armageddon syndrome a little bit, and by that I mean everything goes wrong all the time, and he always gets out by the skin of his teeth, and by the end you're like, okay, I get it.
All right, so final thoughts. Here's my thing. Make a zombie movie, I'm gonna see it no matter what, even if it looks like shit in the trailers. I think this movie did its job very well. Brad Pitt was awesome. It's very action intensive. You're gonna see the movie, be scared, you're gonna laugh, it's gonna be intense. So I give this movie a 7 out of 10. and that's because as far as a horror movie goes, it's lacking, but as far as like an action, keep your attention, suspension type movie, I give it thumbs up.
My rating is going to be right around there too, probably between a 6.5 and a 7. In that realm, I feel like it's getting a little bit of a boost because I went into this movie with no expectations. So if you do okay, I'm going to be like, yeah, and it did. It did okay. Am I going to see it again in the theater? Absolutely not. But I'm glad I did see it in the theater. And you should take your girlie, put your arm around her, and when she gets scared, you pull her closer and be like, I'll be your Brad Pitt.
Does that work?
I don't know, I've never tried it.
So that is it for the New Movie Thing show, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you can't make it out to the theater, or for some reason you don't like movies in the theater, or I don't know why, maybe you're that kind of guy, you can always go to netflix.com/sourcefed and get 30 free days of streaming movies in your home. You can sit in your underwear and watch movies, and you can also join in on Movie Club where we watch movies.
Technically, legally, you can sit in your underwear and watch movies at the theater too.
Is that legal?
Oh, you can totally do that. You can totally do that.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I would. Why not?
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Joe Beretta. Real quick, this will be the little banter we have while the music comes up, and I wonder if they'll release a rated R version on DVD.
Be interesting.
Because they should.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, again, like it's one of those things where it's like I've seen the gory stuff. Like let's get some story elements in there.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.